Hello there, my name's Matt and you're watching UK Tactical just for you. So today I'm going to be reviewing this tool. As you can see, it's a DIY rotary tool. Check this out. So this is how it comes packed. Take it out of the box. So obviously it comes in a nice sturdy case, which is a nice indication that it's a good quality set. There we go, set that there. Also comes with an instruction manual. This comes in several different languages, which is always good, you know. So literally every single one of those is a different language. So when you get it, it will come as this little plastic protective case to keep everything secure. Now here you get your blades. So these are actually for cutting. You also get your sanding paper. You also get various different tips. That one's already got sanding paper on it. And then you get the charge wire and the pen. This is quite cool, I like this pen. So I'll show you the general process of setting it up. It's got a locking mechanism, so you basically twist it, and there you go, until you find the locking mechanism and it will push in. Then you undo this a little bit, you slide that in there, and then you secure it. It's got like a securing mechanism inside, and you get some replacement ones, and then it's a simple press to turn it on. You hold it and press it. There we go. So it's in first mode. So this is 10 revs, 12 revs, 14. So this is 14,000 RPM, 16,000 RPM. So yeah, it goes all the way down to 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and it turns off. Now if you double press it, you turn it on, it will go in reverse. There we go. Double press it to go in reverse. There we go. It's also got a handy little flashlight on it. Now I got this from Shien. I had a little discount voucher, but it cost me £4.10p to get this delivered. So I'm going to show you how to attach the blade. That'll probably be handy. So this basically comes with a little screw on the end that detaches, and you basically just thread it through the top of your disc. Just in case you don't know, that's not the bit I want, it's this bit. There we go. And then you just simply screw it into the end. It's got a rubber on the top as well, so it's like a dampener, like, so basically it ends up sealing it, so you can just twist it a little bit more without tearing up your thread. And then it's as simple as, I'm doing this little bit, sliding it in the top, and off we go. I've already cut one of my bolts to reference, so I'll basically give it a rough guide. I know roughly how far I want to cut, so I'm just going to start by taking a little bit of this off. And then what I'll do is I'll sand the rest of it down. And this is how easy it is. Just keep your fingers out of the way. So, and then you just come down a little bit. I'll put one finger against the other just to stabilise it. There we go. And I'll do the other side. I always put my finger against another finger just to kind of stabilise them, so they go at the same angle. And then we just take it off. Boom. And then the same with this. I just took this in a little fraction, just here. Not much. The same on the other side. It's just to take that tip off ever so slightly. That's it. And then what I'll do is I'll switch to the sanding end. There we go. There we go. Perfect. There we go. And then I just gently clean it up. Either side. So it's nice and even. Now what I would do is predominantly do each process in bulk. So first of all I would cut them all. There we go. This looks perfect now. I'd cut them all and then I would swap over and then I would essentially like sand them all. But as you can see, they're basically identical. I need to probably take this one up a tiny little fraction more. Yeah, just take this little piece in a little bit, which I can sand that down. So I'll just sand that down a little bit more. I mean, essentially you could just sand them all, but you'll burn your paper, like the sandpaper, out really quick, and you have to buy more. So it's good to use them for their specific job purposes. You know, sanding the edges down, use the sander. If you want to cut something off, use the cutter. There we go, perfect. So now it's sitting there. He says with no issues. When they turn sideways, obviously they're going to fall out, but they fit in there perfectly. There we go, we've got it covered now. As soon as they turn around, you're knackered. So that's one of the issues. You need to make sure you load them all up and they hold themselves nice and firm once you've got them all in there. You see that when I'm holding like that, they ain't going nowhere, you know, and they fit in there nice and snug. Anyway, guys, like I say, make sure you get yourselves one of these instead of wasting your bolts or having to spend extra money on buying a single shot crossbow, especially when you've got a half decent one already. There you have it. You have your tool so you can modify your bolts if you need to. You know, you can do all sorts with that. It's a sander. It's great for just crafts. So yeah, I recommend adding one of these to your toolbox. It's completely freehand, so like say you don't need to be completely tied up with it with a cord. It recharges. It lets you know when it's low on battery. It's great. It's a great little bit of kit. I advise anybody get themselves one, to be fair. You should always have a little tool like that. Same with a little soldering iron. There's certain things you should have in your kit that you ought to have all times. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you look after yourselves. Do me a favour, please like and subscribe. God bless.